welcome everyone to the Y108 84 Lumber Theater. I'm joined by Blaster Records' Dallas Smith. Dallas, thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for having me, buddy. Appreciate it.
Hey, all right. So a lot of people are becoming familiar with you. I mean, you're from Canada. I had a career up in Canada, and still do, I should say.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
had,
It's not
still
over
do.
yet.
Yeah, we haven't put it. But now you're making your way down here into the into America, and the response has been amazing.
Yeah, it's been it's been a slow process, but over the last couple of years, I've seen a lot of fans come out of the woodwork, and it's been really great to see. It's fun to experience that. Things are going really well in Canada, and lots of fans up there, and everybody's aware of what I do. But it's fun experiencing that building process again. It's great.
I can't imagine what it was like with first show here in America, and you see people singing your words back to you.
Yeah, there's been a few festivals. There was one, Faster Horses, in Michigan, and there was Watershed, so it's just south of where I grew up in Vancouver, into Washington State. And Faster Horses was the first one that we did, and it was close enough to the border that it ended up being like about 1,000 Canadians waving the flags. And that show ended up, I was the Canadian consulate apparently in Michigan there. So it's really fun to get that surprise and see my fans come out.
What's the thing you've noticed most about just the differences between Canadian radio and listeners, and then moving into America? Because it seems like having traveled to Canada and stuff like that, it just seems like it's a little bit more laid back, just chill up there.
Yeah, the society. Yeah, we're pretty laid back up in Canada. But as far as music goes, I've never really thought there was a border at all. With my experience, I think it's more just awareness. In Canada, we have the CanCon laws, so 33% of what's getting played up in Canadian radio has to be Canadian content.
Okay.
So it gives us Canadians a head start. So everybody's aware of what I do in Canada, and now it's the challenge is to win everybody down here.
Now, I mean, it's one of those things where you can't you Google search your name and like hundreds of videos come up from people, and it's just stuff that people are aware of you, and I think that helps a lot too.
Yeah, absolutely does. It helps the awareness, and but yeah, like I said, I'm not a huge believer in there's a border there at all for a music fan. A good song's a good song, and comes to that.
So you're finishing up the new album, we'll say, and there's one track left.
Okay. And
the label's allowing you to put a cover song on.
Okay.
So what cover are you picking?
Oh, wow. Wow, that's a tough one.
I always ask this question because it gives a little bit of insight into what drives you or what has influenced you in the past.
I'm a huge Keith Urban fan. The song that it's off, what record it's off of? But it's a song I absolutely love. It's just him stripped down with just an acoustic guitar, The Luxury of Knowing. I just love the vocal take on that one. I'd love to be able to throw a song like that on the record.
So hey, who knows? Maybe someday you'll get a chance to do that.
Maybe.
And then you'll say, hey, you know what? I remember you talking about that.
Yeah.
All right, so obviously I would be remiss if I didn't talk about, I see you wearing the Blue Jays hat. How does a kid from Vancouver, I get it, you only have one team now in Canada.
Yeah.
But well, Toronto's not like it's next door.
I tell you what, there's a couple things with this. Being so close to Seattle, growing up 2 hours north of Seattle, I used to, as a kid, I used to go to Mariners games all the time. I got a Mariners hat at home as well. Huge Ken Griffey Jr. fan, and we had, I had all the baseball cards, and it was huge. So my parents took me down there all the time. And I'm a Blue Jays fan as well. My grandpa, when I used to go over there and just go ball games on, he'd switch over from Mariners to Toronto. So kind of both. But then we did some Canadian festivals. And funny enough, I actually was wearing a Pirates hat at a festival in Ontario, just north of Toronto. And the show was great. Everything was fine. But between every song, the Canadian crowd was heckling me.
Because you're the Pirate hat.
Yeah. So I said to the guys, I need to get a Jays hat for sure. Because if every time I have something else on, my Canadian fans used to give me a hard time.
Exactly.
So.
It's just in Canada,
so
especially Toronto too. I mean, Blue Jays now because obviously they're doing well. But I mean, Maple Leaf. I mean, if you don't have something along the lines there with it, I mean, they're all over you.
Yeah. Well,
you can't wear a Penguin jersey to a Toronto show.
No, that'd be shunned.
Or Canadians or anybody.
Yeah. But it's really tough. Like growing on the West Coast, you're kind of raised to hate Toronto sports teams, and it's not so much baseball, but it's hockey.
I can see that.
The Maple Leafs.
There's that bit of arrogance.
I will wear a Blue Jays hat, but I will never wear a Toronto Maple Leafs hat. I can't bring myself to do it.
You know what? I'm not going to argue with you on that one. Though they do have cool sweaters.
Yeah, they're all right. Yeah.
I mean, cool. I guess
Don't give them too much. Come on.
Then you know what? Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks, buddy.
Continued success. I can't wait to see what happens as you've now made the way down here to America and everything. It seems like the response is great. I know. We're looking forward to seeing what happens, and I can't say enough about it, and I guess I have to go Blue Jays.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
Dallas Smith.
Thank you.
Thank you.